That's why we are here, why we are here.
My culture sounds like out of many, one people.
My culture sounds like waves crashing, voices screaming, chains falling, and dreams punching and kicking to stay alive.
My culture sounds like inspirational island vibes, one love.
My culture sounds like bachata. My culture sounds like birds.
My culture sounds like people speaking Creole.
Mi cultura suena como la marimba.
My culture sounds like people getting together for the Sundance.
My culture sounds like an ancestral song that hugs my soul.
My culture sounds like the victory of my ancestors' struggle.
మా సంస్కృతిలో మాకు వేరే లాంగ్వేజ్ మళ్ళా వేరే కల్చర్ ఉంది కానీ వాళ్ళకి ఏమీ అర్థం కాదు.
My culture sounds like fun and love and laughter and lilt and nuances in our voices and what's up, big up, wagwan, and lots of love.
My culture sounds like Puccini, Vivaldi, Rossini.
My culture tastes like jerk chicken and curry.
My culture tastes like a world of spices.
My culture tastes like a wonderful Sunday dinner.
My culture tastes like arroz blanco y frijoles y carne.
My culture tastes like cardamom and coffee.
My culture tastes like rice, beans, and chicken.
My culture tastes like wildwood flowers and wandering waters.
روعة يعني حلا مفيد للصحة.
My culture tastes like fried chicken, mac and cheese, and greens.
My culture tastes like panadas and tamales.
My culture tastes like curry and roti.
We don't all see how powerful our nature bounds, but many of us live by the earth.
We don't all fight, but many of us are determined and perseverant.
We don't all look the same, but many of us have the same beliefs and aspirations.
We don't all get along, but many of us are cool with one another.
We don't all like spicy food, but a lot of us like pepper.
We do not all sit in front of a TV all day playing video games, but many of us are very productive with high-paying jobs and good credit.
We don't all like cricket, but many of us do enjoy sports.
We don't all smile outwardly, but many of us love deeply.
My community is like a tapestry of love, tears, triumph, and setbacks.
My community is like a melting pot of cultures.
My community is like a energetic place.
My community is like a mixture of old and new generation Americans with sprinkles of soul, sparkles of heart, and bundles of love.
My community is like an empanada, close, warm, and quiet.
My community is like a pot of soup. We're all in it together.
My community is like a bold splash of colors.
My community is like a little bit of me and you.
My community is like the circle of life.
Mi comunidad es como un paisaje.
My community is like a city that never sleeps.
My community is like a family when they need help.
My community is like a rainbow of colors, unexpected, wild, and bright.
My skin is the color of dark chocolate.
My skin is the color of plum.
Mi piel es el color de la arena en la playa.
My skin is the color of light brown sugar.
My skin is the color of autumn leaves in the city.
My skin is the color of café con leche.
My skin is the color of chocolate on a Kit Kat.
My skin is the color of cocoa beans.
My skin is the color of sweet caramel.
My skin is the color of two cultures mixed.
My skin is the color of the shell of a dry coconut. My skin is the color of warm honey.
When you hear my language, you will know my family has a strong accent.
When you hear my language, you'll know we talk very fast.
Cuando escuchas mi idioma, tú sabes que soy diferente a los demás.
When you hear my language, you would know I'm a Southerner.
When you hear my language, you will know that I'm different.
When you hear my language, you will know I'm from a multicultural community.
When you hear my language, you will know that we speak broken English.
When you hear my language, you will know Ayadat.
When you hear my language, you will know that we are from New York.
When you hear my language, you will know the creativity and resilience of my people.
In my culture, love looks like loving yourself.
In my culture, love looks like my mom and I traveling to the city to see the lights.
In my culture, love sounds like a huge get-together.
In my culture, love looks like my mom taking care of me and my dog.
In my culture, loves look like the sea, sounds like a river, and smells like freedom.
In my culture, love sounds like ti voglio bene, ti amo moltissimo.
In my culture, love sounds like laughing and dancing to the water drum.
In my culture, love looks like an amazing rainbow.
In my culture, love looks like a freshly set dining table and warm candlelight, sounds like a Jewish mother kvelling, and smells like warm chicken soup and frying potato latkes.
Mi cultura suena como un poema.
In my culture, love smells like my grandmother cooking food.
In my culture, love looks like smiles with eyes and hugs without expectations.
We love to learn about each other.
We love to learn about the me in you and the you in me that unites us beyond border walls.
We love to learn about how the past influences the present.
నాకు వచ్చి పాత ప్లేసెస్కి పాత దానికంతా కనిపెట్టి చాలా ఇష్టం కానీ మేము వచ్చి ఇంకా కనిపెట్టలేదు కొన్ని ఇప్పుడు కనిపెడుతున్నాం.
We love to learn about knowledge.
يعني الألعاب يعني القناوي سواق السياكل يعني الموتورات.
We love to learn about what's happening in the world.
We love to learn about our history.
We love to learn about other people's stories.
We show our pride by standing up for what's right.
We show our pride by our hard work and investment into families.
We show our pride by coming together to celebrate our uniquenesses, our values, and our goals.
We show our pride by wearing our jerseys and jumping up and down.
We show our pride by giving back to our community.
We show our pride by representing our flag, carnival, and wearing religious clothes.
We show our pride by sharing a meal and stories together.
We show our pride by making our voices heard.
We show our pride by our hard work and perseverance.
Some people think that we are all violent and we are all involved in gangs, but they should know that we are very caring.
Algunas personas solo piensan que hablamos en español, pero sí hay que saber que hay muchos idiomas y culturas en Guatemala.
Some people think we are mean people, but they should know we are lovable and friendly people.
Some people think that we are inferior, but they should know our struggle. I had one friend, her name was Rachel. We were the same age. We're both 9, we're both in the 3rd grade. And I remember playing with Rachel all summer. We had such a wonderful time. In October, it was Rachel's 10th birthday, and her mom had invited everyone over for a sleepover. I was very excited to be invited because my parents never let me sleep over, so the fact that I was going to sleep over at Rachel's house was a real big deal to me. So as the party progressed through the night, her mom gave everyone dolls to sleep with. So everyone received a white doll, and my doll was black. So I asked her mother, I said, Miss Schultz, why is my doll different? I said, well, Melissa, you're different. You do know that, don't you? And I said, okay. So as a 9-year-old, I didn't understand it. So the next day when I returned home with my mom, I said, Mom, look, Miss Schultz gave everyone a doll, and mine is different. And she said, what's so different about your doll, Melissa? I said, mine's black. Did you know that I was black? And my mother replied, says, yes, you've been black your entire life. So since that day, I realized that I was different from all the other girls on the block. It didn't stop me from being their friends, but it made me aware of who I was.
Some people think that music brings out bad messages, but they should know musicians express their pain, joy, and soul within their music.
Some people think that we're loud and obnoxious, but they should know that that's how we show love to one another.
ਕਈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕਿ ਮੇਰਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਪੋਲਿਊਸ਼ਨ ਆ, ਪਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਮੇਰੇ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੋਹਣੀਆਂ ਪਲੇਸਿਸ ਆ।
Some people think that we are loud, but they should know that we are.
Some people think I am so delightful, but they should know I shine like a diamond.
Some people think Hindus are polytheistic, but they should know we worship one supreme being, Brahman, through many different forms and names.
Don't people want to say, country ugly, man, it's a beautiful place with a lot of coconut tree.
Some people think that I can't possibly step into the shoes of a person of color, and that's true. But what they don't know about me is that I'm an ally. I interrupt, disrupt, and dismantle systemic racism where and when I can. I wish there were easy ways to change this. I do know that every giant leap begins with small steps, and that we have to create then expand our own bubbles, address it when we see it, and have people share their experiences so that our bubbles grow over time, so that one day the new norm is one in which people judge people based on the contents of their characters and not on the colors of their skin. I fear that it's not possible to achieve the totality of that dream. So entrenched are our biases. But I know that it won't happen for sure if we don't try.
When different cultures come together, we learn to appreciate and accept people different from us. And we have the power to make positive, lasting changes to the world.
When different cultures come together, we have good ideas, and we have the power to speak up for the ones who can't.
When different cultures come together, we paint a beautiful picture, tell a wonderful story, and write a wondrous harmony.
When different cultures come together, we accept each other with open arms, and we have the power to fight for ourselves.
When different cultures come together, we may fight, but we have the power to create unity for generations to come.
When different cultures come together, we should respect each other, but we have the power to become friends with one another.
When different cultures come together, we share our history, and we have the power to live together peacefully in a diverse community.
When different cultures come together, we get stronger and have the power to change the world.
When different cultures come together, we can cooperate, and we have the power to change history and make an impact.
When different cultures come together, we learn new things and have the power to change the world.
I'm a Caribbean Black woman, Bajan to be specific, and surrounded by Hispanics, other Black cultures, the African diaspora, and white cultures, but essentially I'm made up of the world around me.
When different cultures come together, we flourish in a way unseen to the naked eye, but we have the power to create, so we proclaim.
When different cultures come together, we celebrate and listen to music, and we have the power to change the world with our words.
When different cultures come together, we vibe, and we have the power to take over any room with our strength, acceptance, and love.
When MS226 come together, we will appreciate each other for who we are.
When MS226 comes together, we celebrate our culture.
When MS226 comes together, we unite.
When MS226 comes together, we can form friendships.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to change the world, to spread love and joy and happiness to all those we encounter.
When MS226 comes together, we have a wonderful time.
When MS226 come together, we are one culture.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to build a strong community.
When MS226 comes together, we can make our different voices louder.
When MS226 comes together, we can raise above the expectation of people.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to empower the next generation of students.
When MS226 comes together, we are unstoppable.
When MS226 comes together, we bond and share who we are.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to change the world one student at a time.
Cuando nos unimos en M226, somos imparables.
When MS226 comes together, we have fun, we dance, and we sing.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to educate everyone in the next generation.
When MS226 comes together, we can learn to accept our differences.
When MS226 comes together, we may be loud, but we all work together as a team.
When MS226 comes together, we can make a great team.
So when MS226 comes together, we have the power to encourage and inspire students to make positive decisions and to help them strive for a more positive future.
When MS226 comes together, we all make a community that is very fun to be a part of.
When MS226 comes together, we can change lives.
ਜੇਕਰ MS226 ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਜਾਣ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੰਪੋਸੀਬਲ ਆ ਉਹ ਪੋਸੀਬਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to build a community and change the world.
When MS226 come together, we unite.
When MS226 comes together, we succeed.
When MS226 comes together, we stay together and reach for the stars.
When MS226 comes together, we have the power to change lives, change the future, and change the world.